you might remember last Wednesday, it doesn't matter if you don't, I was talking to South Shields' Joe McElderry ahead of a 275-mile, 4-day bike ride from Glasgow to his hometown. Well, I had nothing better to do yesterday afternoon, so I thought, I'll leave Bobby the cat. Well, I put Bobby the cat in the garden. He wasn't happy when I got home. I'll tell you at 7:30. Anyway, I know, 7:30, and I'll tell you why it was 7:30. I decided I would be this very supportive friend acquaintance and go and welcome War Joe home yesterday. Cheer him on. However, I didn't feel so happy, joy when I hit that blistering coastline wind yesterday. My ice cream was blowing all over the place. There was sand instead of sprinkles. And War Joe took forever to arrive. I'm on the hunt for a small pixie-like singer who has done a bike ride. So coming to South Shields was a complete nightmare. I mean, you'd think it was the M25 on a Friday because John Reed Road had cones out. The thing is, there was nobody doing anything. And now I'm in South Shields. I don't know where the devil I'm going. I'm sure he said Sundancer Crab Shack. Well, I've been blown over twice, and a woman offered me her children because she was obviously exasperated because they wanted to go on scooters and were going to be blown over.
Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction.
So it's windy. I'm standing near the beach. I'm getting blown to bits while Pixie Boy's on a bike somewhere having a cup of coffee. So I'm told. Hurry up. So what's your name?
Karen.
Karen. And where have you come from?
Near Norwich.
Just to see...
Just to see Joe.
Why?
Because we're fans. Dedicated fans.
So you've just come to South Shields to see him get off a bike?
Yes.
We don't have bikes.
What? Why? Don't you have bikes in Norwich?
No, we don't have bikes in Norfolk. Only tractors.
Really? Here you sound all Cornish, you do. And you follow him around the country?
Yes, all of us.
All of you?
Yes.
You're all in the fan club?
Yes, yeah.
What is it about War Joe, as we call him?
War Joe. He's just brilliant. The performances is just brilliant.
Yeah.
And he's lovely. Yeah.
And what turned you on to him in the first place?
His voice. His voice when he on the X Factor, right from the X Factor.
So he's been tweeting, because it's now 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And he's been tweeting that he'll be when?
Soon, he says. Well, we hope about 4:30, between 4 and 5:30.
He better blooming hurry up, huh?
I've even given up my Norwich City season ticket to help for the Joe Fund for next year.
Have you? For the which fund?
The Joe McElderry Tour Fund
Oh,
next
my
year.
Lord.
He's going to do more dates next year, so they need the money to...
Yeah, I'm going to be the support act.
all right.
No, I am, really.
Yeah, well, we'll walk out when you come on.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it a move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there.
I have now been waiting an hour and a half in this blooming gale. I'm covered in Mincella's ice cream and burger. Well, I had to eat something, didn't I? And there's still no sign of him. Where are you? Hours. 2 hours. And now they come en masse. 2 hours. Coming up the road. And there he is in the lead. He's now run into the sea. He's got off his bike and they're running into the sea. Why is he in the sea? I'm going to kill him when I get hold of him.
I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on.
2 hours I've been here.
Well, I've been cycling for 8, so beat that.
Yeah. And covered in Mincellas.
Yeah, I'm covered in rain, sand, water, everything. I'm not going to give you any sympathy.
So listen, how was that? How's the whole thing been?
Do you know what it is? A lot harder than I thought. I mean, I'm a lot fitter than last year's ride that we did, but it was really tough. But amazing experience. You know, we visited 3 units on the way. And one of them which is closing and moving to another hospital, so we met all the staff there, some really sad stories actually. Just by coincidence, as we arrived, there was some really sad stories, but I think that actually spurred everyone on to kind of work a little bit harder, you know, and pedal a bit faster and put more hours in, I think, because it's just an amazing charity. Basically, as we arrived at the unit on Friday night, so we'd been cycling I think about 80 miles. We arrived at the unit and there was 2 parents literally in the same lift with us as we were going up to the unit, who'd just been told that one of their children had 2 weeks to live. So, you know, we all were kind of complaining about sore legs and saying, oh my God, that was really hard. And then I think it just kind of gave everybody a massive... Obviously, I've seen it before, and I've seen it firsthand by visiting the units, but none of the other guys that cycle really kind of see that side of what the charity means. So I think everybody just got a bit of a kick up the backside and was like, actually, you know, thank God we're fit and healthy enough to be able to do this. So I think it really made a difference, and it kind of stuck in everyone's head for the rest of the 4 days.
And when you're in the unit, is it very emotional for you?
Yeah, but you know, the great thing about the unit is that it takes that kind of hospital stressful environment away from the teenagers, which is why they're so important, you know. As soon as you walk in, it feels homely, it feels relaxed, it feels like friendly, relatable. And not many people can relate to hospitals, you know. They walk in, they go, oh my God, I hate the smell, there's nurses, doctors, and they freak out. You don't feel that when you walk in these units, and that's why they're so important, because with teenagers at that age, you know, going through something like that, that's what you need. You know, you don't want to feel like you're in a hospital where everyone's looking at you.
So, you've done how many miles?
So we've done well actually, they told me it was 270, but we ended up doing 90 miles the other day and we're only supposed to do 70. So I'd say we're pushing on about 300. I may as well have cycled to London.
So you started when?
So we started Thursday morning. We cycled from Glasgow to Edinburgh. Then we got up on Friday morning. We cycled from Edinburgh to some place in Scotland. I couldn't tell you where. Kelso, that's the one. And then from Kelso to Sea Houses, and then Sea Houses today down here this afternoon.
So how are you feeling now, sitting here in the wind at the Sundance?
I think,
how are your legs?
My legs are all right now.
Because you literally got off the bike and you ran in the sea.
Well, yeah, we made a pact that we're going to jump in the sea. But I'm not looking forward to tomorrow morning, because that's when I'm going to have big, hard, heavy legs. It's going to be horrible.
Bless him, war Joe. I fought through Mincella's ice cream, wind, rain and sand yesterday in order to interview him for you. Yeah, I know he'd done 275 miles for the Teenage Cancer Trust. And he did very well. Joe McElderry coming into South Shields yesterday.